everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And Vera and I...
Christy's here.
Oh, yes.
It's just some people don't know who we are, and they always ask which one is Vera, which one is Christy. So it gets redundant, but...
We had to just bring up this topic because it is so important right now.
Horrible.
It has to do with what's going on with the lawmakers
trying to
take away abortion rights and everything. Or pro-choice, I should say. And we just wanted to share.
They want to go back to the 1900s or even before that. This is ridiculous.
It is.
Oh my God. I don't know why men want to control women so much. What is it? I mean, I shouldn't say all men. I take that back.
Oh, definitely
Some
not all.
No, because men that are real, true men are not feel less than whenever a woman is powerful or whatever that comes from.
Exactly.
Have their own choices, have their own mind. There are many men like that. But we have the select few in government right now that are trying to go back to the olden days.
I know. It's disgusting to me. It's like, this is our own body. And how can they dictate? What if somebody was dictating what they had to do with their body? It's insane. And to take away a woman's right to choose, even in the case of incest or rape, are they kidding us? That's insane.
And then they try to touch on, like, oh my God, it's a heartbeat, it's a human being. The soul is not in there yet.
Yes, that's one of the things that we wanted to tell everyone is that what we've learned from the other side is that we are smart souls. We're not going to come into a body that's not going to come into life, or a vehicle, I should say, into a fetus. We're not going to do that as a soul. So it's just
it's a lesson for the mother, for the family, for, you know, all concerned.
There's not a soul
in there.
It wouldn't do that. So that's number
one.
one.
Another thing is, it would be okay, well, not really, that if they want to have this abortion, whatever, but then they take care of the children after they're born.
Exactly.
But wonder why they don't. It's like, nope, they have a right to be born, but we're not going to take care of them.
Yeah, because all the programs to take care of the children are being taken away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All the way through college, because we're still having to have our children pay for their college, and they're in debt for the rest of their lives.
I know. It's
with sometimes a worthless degree.
Exactly.
I was talking with my niece, and she was saying it's just horrible right now being in college because they're not offering all the classes you need. There's not enough people sometimes. So then you have to take another class to stay in there because you have to have so many units.
And it's not the requirement.
No. So you have useless classes that they have to take.
That you have to pay for, too.
Yes. Yes. And she said she has a friend that works with her, and that friend has a degree and cannot find a job. So she's working at Target. Not that that's bad.
Right.
But you would think, I mean,
she
thought
degree.
that she would have something else that she wanted to do. And there's nothing wrong with working blue-collar jobs. None of that. It's work. But not whenever that's what your whole goal was. You know, and then because of these for-profit universities, crazy. Now we're going off topic, but...
Well, I think that one of the reasons is to keep us afraid. Because any group, no matter if it's women or if it's a certain race or whatever it is, if we're afraid, if we don't have any rights, we're afraid. We're afraid to speak out. We're afraid to ask for help or make any changes. You know, I mean, all of us have been afraid of something in our life, right? No matter what it is. But then we get to a point that after we've experienced it so many times, we're not afraid anymore. And that's just one of the things that I wanted to say is for all of us to not be afraid to stand up for our rights.
We have to speak up. You have to call your congressperson, your state representative. You have to call, you know, whoever we have to call.
Exactly.
And make them accountable and not let this happen.
Yeah, exactly.
But why did they say it? The cards are stacked because they have a conservative Supreme Court.
I know.
You know, so it was been planned
for a while.
For a long time. And we never thought versus Wade would ever.
Because of all the work we had done to get
50
there.
years.
And I know.
It's been in, and now all of a sudden it's being slowly chipped away.
Exactly.
I fear for our
astonished.
children's children.
I know. I do too. I just wanted to say too.
If we don't speak up.
Exactly. And I wanted to say, because actually, we have a page on our website that's called Make a Difference, where I transcribed everything that Vera got from Angus in a trance session. And some of what he was saying is perfectly reminds me of what we're talking about right now. Because he was saying that apathy is death. Don't allow things to devolve into, well, that's just the way it is. Because that's how we got to where we are right now with what's happening. Everything's being chipped away and chipped away. And he was saying, if you don't move, you die. And what he was talking about is making changes or stop caring. He was saying that compassion gives you strength, and you can't stop fighting, not just physical fighting, but stop caring. And yeah, so anyway, yeah, when he was talking about this too, he was getting, oh my god,
I know my butt hurts.
he was getting so riled up though, because it's some, like I said, sometimes we get afraid. And I know that in my life I was really afraid of, I'm just going to say a person that I was with before. I was so scared of him. And then now, it's like, I'm not afraid of him anymore. I'm not afraid of that bully, that person had so much power over my life. And that's what I don't want all the, in this case, young women, or just young people, or all the different groups of people, to be afraid, to stand up and not have that cloud of fear.
Are you listening, millennials? Come on.
I wanted to also read a poem really quick.
Okay.
That we got this from this gentleman. He wrote this in 1946. His name was
46.
Martin Niemöller. I can't say his last name. Okay, you ready? All right. When the Nazis came for the communists, I remained silent. I was not a communist. When they locked up the Social Democrats, I remained silent. I was not a Social Democrat. When they came for the trade unionists, I did not speak out. I was not a trade unionist. When they came for the Jews, I remained silent. I wasn't a Jew. When they came for me, there was no one left to speak out. It's just like, it makes me feel like, it just brings up almost tears, like righteous anger, what we were talking about earlier. Because it's like, if we don't stand up for each other, who's going to stand up for us? We have to stand up for ourselves too.
And the government has to realize there's more women than men.
That's what Angus was saying. If you want to read the transcripts that I was just telling you about, it's on our Make a Difference page on our website, under About. You can just scroll down. But that's what he was saying. There's power in numbers. And he was talking about Roe versus Wade would be the tipping point, because that's where they're trying to take away the power from women. I don't know what it is about why they don't want us to have power.
Well,
but
look
again,
at Denmark, look at New Zealand, look at all these people, the women that are running the country, Germany. They're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not only women, obviously, it's different groups of people, whether it's race or whatever, right? So, Angus was saying, in whatever ways that you can, keep fighting. Whether it's phone calls to lawmakers, whether it's how we're doing it and getting this message out there to help the ripple effect. Yeah, exactly. Whether it's going to rallies, anything, or just conversations with people that you know, anything to help make a difference and make, keep our power and help empower others. They want to depower us, but we want to help empower each other because we have numbers on our side. So we just wanted to put that out there with what's going on right now. So stay strong, you guys.
Yes.
Stay enlightened. We're with you in spirit.
Exactly.